All right, so the market makers, the market manipulators are at it again. Now, this is Onyxcoin price on the 1 hour time frame. It is currently trading around 0.0052 after crashing all the way from 0.0055 zone. We consolidated. We have a very, very long and lengthy consolidation for XCN before finally, my God, the consolidation was something else. It was obvious that the market makers were in the chart. We consolidated for a while. It was a lengthy consolidation before an aggressive dump to the downside. We came close to our entry, long limit entry of around 0.0050, but we got a bounce. I think the market is trying to front run us, but don't be deceived, because from the look of things, this dump is not over yet. I won't be surprised if I see something like this to dump further to the downside in order to trigger this our limit entry for XCN coin on the spot market. I won't be surprised at all. Now, if you're here to like this XCN video, please smash the like button, destroy the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. My name is Isaac, you're welcome. Now, even from the look of things, the chart has now printed another pattern. So, okay, I think where the price came to was 0.00506, whereas our limit order was 0.00502. So it is what it is. And yeah, so from the look of things, we might want to pump back up. If you guys start seeing another pump to the upside, then we are likely to get a rejection from the 0.0055 zone. Now, those who understand technical analysis are likely to exit their position there, and we are likely to see a crash to the downside for Onyxcoin tapping into this zone finally to trigger our entry. Now, the truth of the matter is, the entire market is currently in a bloodbath, not just Onyxcoin. Your favorite meme coin, altcoin, utility coin, whatever you want to call it, is currently aggressively crashing to the downside. The entire crypto market is currently going through a bloodbath. Majority of your favorite altcoins are down aggressively. BTC tanked heavily to the downside all the way from 91k. It was supposed to hold above this obvious liquidity zone, but it didn't. It broke through it directly and took out a lot of stop loss, liquidated a lot of traders. As you can see, over 219,000 traders were liquidated in the last 24 hours, with long positions getting massacred. Over 566 million long position getting liquidated, while short position is just 74 million. Jeez, this is aggressive, like seriously. And if you guys paid attention to the previous video, I specifically drew you guys attention to this liquidation heat map on the 6 months time frame. And I told you guys, from the look of things, we don't, according to what the liquidation heat map is saying, we don't have any other liquidity to the downside, where we have most of the liquidity is now positioned between $126,000 all the way to $140,000 for BTC. But if we are to correct further, it is just going to be an obvious manipulation. That was the exact stuff I told you guys in the previous video, and also in the videos before the last video we uploaded on YouTube. BTC didn't dump because of bad news. There was no negative Trump tweet, no Ford, no stock market crash, no tariff or bad earnings. They just feel like an obvious manipulation to wipe out high leverage traders. The current BTC candle looks emotional on the 1 hour time frame, but the behavior is purely mechanical. If you ask me, this is not human behavior at all, because we were expecting to get an obvious bounce from this zone. Remember, I told you guys in the previous video that for BTC to invalidate this my long entry setup, which I have around $80,000 for the price of BTC. Now it has to break above this TP zone, flip the TP zone into a support. Then that is when I can boldly say we've invalidated this long entry, but that is not happening. Now, we broke above the TP zone, but we were unable to flip it into a support, which was supposed to happen. But due to the obvious market manipulation, because like I showed you guys in the liquidation heat map, there is no liquidity to the downside anymore on the heat map for BTC to take out. So the crash you're experiencing is just an obvious manipulation, and also to clear out the minor long positions we have there before reversing the price to the upside. So from the look of things, since we've invalidated this scenario of flipping this zone into a support, then I think you all should get ready, because anything can happen. I won't be surprised seeing BTC retest this our entry zone. And if that is happening, XCN is going to get massacred as well. So fingers crossed. But one thing that is still keeping me going is the orders chart. Now, this is the entire cryptocurrency market cap ratio, excluding the top 10 cryptos and also BTC in the crypto space. And if you're paying attention, we've talked about this chart a couple of times on our channel. This is the QT period, and then the QE period, which is the quantitative easing period, and also the QT period, which is the quantitative tightening period. I've explained this to you guys in the previous video already, and the summary of between the QT and the QE is just the QT is the period or an era which liquidity is being extracted aggressively from the market, while the QE is the era which liquidity is being injected aggressively in billions of dollars on a daily basis into the market. And the last time QT came to an end, it marks the market bottom for the entire cryptocurrency market. That was in August 1st, 2019. Now, QT, on the other hand, for this 2025, as a matter of fact, this QT is the longest QT so far the altcoin market have experienced. This QT lasted for the current QT that just came to an end, lasted for more than 3 years, whereas the previous one just lasted for less than 2 years. That is why altcoins have been in an aggressive downtrend and not showing any sign of a bull run or altcoin season. But since it has come to an end, the QT just ended. But since the QT has come to an end in this December, it is expected to come to an end December 1st, 2025, which we are already in the new month. By the way, happy new month to you guys. And I believe the market should bottom now, and the current crash we are experiencing is just to flush out the high leverage positions before rebalancing the market and then reversing the price to the upside. So in my own opinion, as long as altcoins hold above this trend line, which has acted as a significant support for altcoin history, I think there's no cause for alarm at all. And sooner or later, we should begin to expect the QE to begin. The moment the QE is starting is going to mark the beginning of a new aggressive phase for the altcoin market, because the QE is going to be an era of liquidity injection into the altcoin space. So this is what I expect to happen for altcoin very, very soon. I think it's likely to happen Q1 2026. Like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel if you're yet to do that. My name is Isaac. For those new to the channel, you're welcome. So fingers crossed, let's see how it goes. Peace out.